Jakotsu-baba is a boss in Nioh 3 that you will encounter at the end of the first Crucible dungeon in the game. And I'm gonna try and give you a couple of tips on how to beat it, a build that I've used. Hopefully it will help, and if it does, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. First, let's talk about the build. I recommend using a ninja style to fight this boss. It's easier, but samurai is good as well. As a ninja, you will put most of your skill points into the skill attribute to increase the ninjutsu damage that you do. And we're going to be hitting it from afar with our ninjutsu skills. That's the shuriken, the uncanny bubble or uncanny fire, and the kunai. Do put a couple of points into other stats so you can wear the gear that you want. For gear, I recommend something that's gonna reduce elemental damage and reduce your dodge key consumption. The only thing that I would recommend is that you do not use a crucible weapon, because the debuff from those is going to be too great for the boss fight. Also, a must-have is the evade skill in ninja skill tree, and everything else is a bonus. I would also recommend that you summon an acolyte. There's absolutely no reason for you not to bring some help, and these can really be useful to stun the boss or get its ki down. The boss has two snake heads that she swings around a lot, shoots flame and frozen breaths, and extends its snake heads really far away, so you must dodge these. The only unblockable attack that she has is this really long extend of the snake's neck. It goes into your direction and you can dodge it by doing 2 dodges to the right. I think even that dodging to the top right is the best way to evade these. Otherwise, what I do throughout the fight is shoot the boss with my ninjutsu skill. I use fire shurikens here, and that puts the boss on fire, but she has high resistance to fire, so that's not the best strategy. I'm also using the uncanny bubble, which she also is resistant to, so you would probably use other elements here if you want to optimize this fight. But even with these unoptimized ninjutsu, I managed to beat her. And then you refill these ninjutsu skills by evading perfectly, using that evade skill that you've unlocked in the ninja tree, and that refills the ninjutsu skills. I actually like to go up and close to this boss, because once she finishes her combos, you can find an opening behind her back and do extra damage because of backstabs. And I felt like her attacks were really easy to dodge. She telegraphs them and they're really slow, so wait for her heads to swing your way and then dodge away, and she doesn't do too much damage if you have about level 15 gear on you. For the next minute and a half is going to be the rest of the fight with the boss as a ninja, and then I'll go into the samurai build that I've used and how to defeat it as a samurai. Just remember that at the end of the fight, summon the ultimate guardian skill and defeat Jakotsu-baba. For the samurai, I recommend that you invest points into whatever stats are gonna give you the most damage with your weapon. So that's usually strength and stamina. Put some skill points into other stats to satisfy your gear needs. And for the gear, I would recommend that you put on something that has high base defense, but at the same time your total weight of your gear is less than 70%, so you're in the green and you can move more freely and dodge easier. I'm not a very skilled samurai player, but I found that I can tank most of the damage that Jakotsu-baba does in samurai gear and high stance. I would also recommend that you invest into the deflect skill in the samurai tree, and I just face the boss, tank its damage by blocking constantly and trying to deflect whenever I can, and then land a couple of shots whenever I can. It would be a really cool skill if you could do a burst break, which means to switch from the samurai stance to ninja stance while the Jakotsu-baba boss is doing its red attack. But that takes a lot of practice, and if you manage to practice that, it's going to be much easier to fight it. Otherwise, I was just in the boss's face, blocking everything I can, healing whenever I had a chance, and then landing a couple of shots whenever I could. Keep your key pulses up whenever you can, block as much as you can, and the rest of this video is going to be the samurai run against Jakotsu-baba. It's an ugly and nasty boss fight to watch, but there we go, I'm not a samurai player. I apologize for it. Just remember to use your guardian spirit ultimate skill in the end, and you should be fine. This is the Noob signing out, and thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if this video helped.